flippin' MastoCast. The MastoCast, the monoblog podcast hosted by yours truly, where I talk about stuff, life, music, video games, gigs, streaming, all that sort of stuff. How's it going? Hello, welcome to episode 61 of the MastoCast. Hope you're having a lovely weekend if you listen to this on the Friday that it comes out, and all of that sort of shenanigan stuff. Yeah, there we go. Hello, how's it going? Thank you very much, people who listened to the previous episode 60. That was 2 weeks ago. Sorry that there wasn't an episode last week. Basically, there was just nothing to talk about. There was absolutely nothing to talk about at all, and I just wanted to wait until the next week when there was more music out and stuff like that. There's a bit more stuff to talk about, and I also wanted to crack on with a few things like last week, just chores and shit, and streaming, all that sort of stuff. Just wanted to crack on with a bit of wacky stuff, really, just regarding the Masto Dan streamage, all that sort of thing, and just making it better, just all that. But hope you're having a lovely weekend. Hope you're having a nice, lovely weekend. Yeah. Also, it's what's happening? It's been quite busy. It's been quite busy, really. I mean, to start off with, the past couple of weeks of album releases has been heavy as F. Like, October is lining up to be a very, very busy month for new releases, so I've got a few to talk about there, and there's some more waiting, just today the new Touche Amore albums has come out, so I'm going to be listening to that shortly, and I'll tell you all about that next week. Same with Chat Pile as well, looking forward to listening to that. But there's new, first off, Silos has dropped an EP out of nowhere. We have a new Silos EP which I will talk about. Also, there's Blood Incantation's album, Heriot's debut album, Undeath's album, their third album is out now, and just a few gaming stuff. So yeah, that's it, really. That is basically it. But yeah, I've not really been up to much, to be honest. I've been doing a good bit of streaming, though. So thanks to everyone who's coming to watch that. And, been taking part, doing song requests and all that sort of stuff. I've been doing the music and coffee music chat. And that's been good fun, just getting up early in the morning, about 9:30. People coming in, and we just it's been a case of just just pick a song, any song, we'll listen to it and we'll talk about it. It could be absolutely any song ever, and then we'll talk about it. And that's been fun. The guitar streams are always great fun, and the same with the drum streams. Feel like I'm getting a bit better at drums now. Feeling a bit more confident. Think I'm getting all right at blast beats now. But just been keeping on top of that. Keeping on top of the content creation side of things. I'm going to be doing I'm going to be getting to do, hopefully, if I've got the time today. Yeah, I've got the time today. I'm going to do a what's in my bag. So that will hopefully be released sometime this week. And talk about some of the video games and vinyl pickups that I've got recently. That'll be pretty cool. And I'm hoping to do some more YouTube-y sort of shit soon. Just keep an eye on it. Go on the link tree in the description below, and keep subscribed, keep up to date and all that. I am literally one follower away on Twitch from the big 300. One follower away, and I'd like to think I will get there before the end of the year, because that was my that was my goal for the year, to get up to 300. And over the past sort of week, maybe about over the past month, it's been going pretty well. People just random people just popping in and really enjoying it and following and stuff. So yeah, it's been a case of trying to keep it as constant as possible, and we've sort of achieved that over the past week. No, not week. After the past month or two, like it's been really, really good. So yeah, I'm literally one follower away from 300, which is awesome. It's really awesome. Thank you, really appreciate that. And yeah, I've been getting quite a lot of subscribers on YouTube as well. So now that has gone over the 200 mark as well. Like that's got done really well on streams. Like there's a lot of random people popping in that and like checking it out and everything, which is great. But yeah, that was a bit of a little update for you regarding content creation and all that sort of stuff. TikTok, to be honest, TikTok's actually the slowest. I'd have thought that one would be like a little bit better, like gaining followers and stuff like that, and whatever. And because I've heard from a lot of people like TikTok's like a lot easier, and like especially when you're doing live streams, you get a lot of viewers. But like, hasn't really been the case. I don't know if I need to do a bit more in regards to TikTok with the live streams, but who knows? Who knows? Content creation, algorithms, and all that sort of stuff. It's a weird fucking thing. It's really, really weird. Anyways, yeah, that's about it really. Just thought I'd keep you all updated on that. Podcast, still enjoying it. There's still people coming in every week listening, which is amazing, really. That you all fancy listening to this shite once a week. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Anyways, what have I been playing? Been playing a little bit of Echoes of Wisdom, the new Zelda game. I think it's decent. Pretty decent so far. Having a bit of fun of that. It's cool. I've been pretty slow of it, really. I've not been like, as full on as I have done with like, recent Zelda releases. Like, but like it's pretty cool. Like it's a cool different way to play it. The whole Echoes thing. But it's yeah, I haven't got like a full on opinion of it yet. But it's cool. It's it reminds me of the Link's Awakening remake, and yeah, I think it's pretty decent so far. I think it's pretty decent. Been playing a lot of Rebirth, loving it. I'm nearly fucking finished. I'm on chapter 13. Am I on chapter 12? I think I'm on. Let me just fucking double check. Right, I'm pretty sure I've got 2 more chapters to go. And the way I'm going to find that out is if I go on my PlayStation app and go on my achievements. I've done 46 hours of it so far. So where's the trophies at? Where's the trophies at? Where's the trophies at? Trophies! Trophy! Let me try and find this. Anyways. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm going to tell you now, I'm on chapter 13. I've got 2 more chapters to go, and then I've finished it. So I'm nearly done. I'm nearly done. I'm absolutely loving it. It's one of my favourite games of the year. It's incredible. But yeah, also, something that has just come out, and that is the Silent Hill 2 remake. It's been right fucking faff on, because I pre-ordered it from Shop2, who originally sent out an email saying, oh, it's going to be delayed by about 3 or 4 weeks. With having issues with you and I, the actual company You and I, who send them out and stuff to the distributors. So, like, I got that email. Where I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes, okay then. So I then went to pre-order it from somewhere else, and I pre-ordered it from Game because they have a steel case that comes with a pre-order. So I was like, oh, fucking hell, yeah, nice one, I'll have that. Bloody stupid me, I forgot to cancel my pre-order on Shop2, and it turns out that Shop2 had the games and they sent them out. So on release day, I had 2 copies of Silent Hill 2, so I've got 2 of them. I was like, fucking brilliant, Dan, well done, you dickhead. So I've got 2 copies of Silent Hill 2 now, and the one from Game, like, the steel case didn't come. The steel case is delayed now, which is a bit of a shitter, really. So I've got 2 copies, so I'm in the process now of returning the other one to Shop2, and yeah, and so I should get my money back for that. Lovely stuff. But yeah, quite infuriating on my part. Silly me. Stupid, silly me. But I played about an hour and a half of it the other night. Had the lights down in the living room. I had candles lit. I had it on my headset. I was getting fully immersed in the new remake of one of my favourite games of all time. Probably one of the best horror games of all time. 13 years later. And, like I said before, and like when this first got unveiled, that the, it didn't look good enough. Like, it didn't look up to scratch. Like, I thought it looked a bit shit. So we now have the remake, and it's way better than what it was going to look like initially. Like not long before the game came out, I mentioned it before on the podcast that they've updated everyone with more new gameplay footage and stuff, and it looks way better. And it looks awesome. It's it's really fucking awesome, this remake so far. I've only played an hour and a half of it. It is terrifying. It looks incredible. The voice acting is really good. I'm very, very impressed with it so far. I'm very impressed with it. So I'm looking forward to playing some more. And, it's come to the right time of year as well. Spooky season. And, yeah, we're getting darker nights now and everything. Oh, God, it's so good, man. I mean, I love Silent Hill 2. I love the original. I think it's a perfect game. I really do. And this one so far is really awesome. I'm really, really enjoying it. Like, loving the combat of it. Like, the combat is very, very satisfying when you got a big massive plank of wood? A plank of wood. Not a plunk. A plank of wood with nails in, and you're fucking batting enemies all over. Monsters and shit. It's great. It just looks really, really awesome. It's great, and I'm really enjoying my time with it. And it looks like it's not like a 1-for-1 remake. Like, not every you are in Silent Hill. It's the whole same premise of it, but like, to get some, like, I guess to solve some of the puzzles, you have to go to different areas than what you would do on Silent Hill 2, and there's new places to explore, which I like. I feel like this is going to be a bit more of a slightly longer undertaking than the original, but without padding it out, I don't think so far. But yeah, Silent Hill 2 remake, so far so good. I'm really, really enjoying it, of course. So it's good to see Silent Hill back on track when I didn't think it would be. It's awesome. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome, mate. Anyways, let's chat about some music. Dream Theater are back. New single called Night Terror. Night Terror. And it's taken from their brand new album, which is due out in February next year. And it is the first album to feature Mike Portnoy, who is back on drums again after being off for so long. I believe, when was it? He left in 2010, so he'd been gone for about 14 years before coming back to Deep Purple. Deep Purple? Fucking Dream Theater, you dial. So yeah, he's back in Dream Theater, not Deep Purple. Idiot. He's been, he was with Avenged Sevenfold during the Nightmare album, and he suggested to Dream Theater, let's take a hiatus, then, after a few years off, like, come back and do, like, a reunion tour, that sort of shit, and they all turned around and were like, no, we don't want to do that. So he just went, well, okay, see you later. And, he got kicked out from Avenged Sevenfold. He's, done a lot of solo projects and been in Sons of Apollo and Winery Dogs. He's been loads of different projects, like, during his time away from Dream Theater. He's been a busy boy, a very busy man. And he's finally back with Dream Theater playing drums for them. And, Mike Portnoy is an absolute powerhouse of a drummer. He's great. And some of the best Dream Theater stuff obviously features him on the drums. And like the years of Mike Mangini, who was the drummer, from 2010 up until, last year. Done a couple of alright albums, like, I really like a Dramatic Turn of Events, and I really like the self-titled one. After that, they released a really terrible album before called The Astonishing, which was 2 hours 10 minutes long, and it was really bad. And then they released another 2 albums after that, which were, they were fine. They were kind of like by numbers, like it wasn't anything special at all. But obviously, Mike Mangini has gone now, and we have Mike Portnoy. So I've been dying to hear what new Dream Theater will sound like with Mike Portnoy back in the scene. And the new single, Night Terror, 10 minutes bloody long. So I watched the video of it last night when it dropped, and it's good. It's really bloody good. I was very, very happy to hear this. Like, it sounds like there's a bit of a spring put back into Dream Theater's step, and there's like it just sounds like to me it sounds like sort of Systematic Chaos era Dream Theater, sort of like the mid to late 2000s, which is a really, really great era for Dream Theater. And yeah, it's good to hear his chops all over the album. Like, he's one of those drummers like you sort of listen to when you think, oh, that's him. Like, with no context or anything, you just hear the drummer and you think, oh yeah, that sounds like Dave Grohl, or that sounds like John Bonham or whatever. Like oh, that's definitely Mike Portnoy. Like whenever I hear his drumming, it's very, very recognizable. He's got his own style, and yeah, and his backing vocals are back into it as well, and everything else. He's a powerhouse, man. He's an absolute powerhouse, and yeah, it's good to see him back into the frame. And like the song sounds really, really good. It sounds better than anything off the last couple of albums, and yeah, I'm very, very happy for them back. I'm waiting for the new Dream Theater album for definite. I think it's really good. It's 10 minutes long, and throughout the 10 minutes, I had a big smile on my face. So yeah, new Dream Theater is out. And also, new Silosis. Silosis have just dropped an EP out of nowhere. Basically, Silosis have had a few tracks already finished just after they recorded their last album, A Sign of Things to Come, which came out last year. Brilliant album. Brilliant band. Love me some Silosis. I think they're fucking great. Excuse me, I'm tired. I'm doing this early in the morning. Yeah, so, yeah, the Silos have dropped an EP. It's called The Path, which the first single that came out was a track of the same name as the EP, The Path. Features Debbie Goff from Heriot fame, and 5 tracks of really good, stompy Silosis tracks. They're more or less off tracks from the last album, but these still really fucking good. 5 tracks that are, that didn't make it to the final cut of the last album. And they're still really, really good. Still really anthemic and, still really heavy. Really great production behind them. And, I think there was a lot of work put into these songs even after the release of Sign of Things to Come. Like, you can tell Josh Middleton's vocals, like, there's a bit more confidence in them. Like, they sound a lot better. I mean, not that they sounded bad before, but his vocals are just improving all of the time, and you can hear a lot of confidence in his vocals now. Like, he just sounds great, and like the riffs are great. Like No Saviors is very, very fast paced. As Above, So Below has got this really anthemic chorus. Like, it's like there's a lot of hooks on this EP, and there's a lot of fastness and heaviness on it, all within the space of 25 minutes. It's 5-track EP, The Path. Really recommend it. It's awesome. It's really, really awesome. Like, Silos are brilliant. One of the great UK metal bands to come out as of recent days. Also, what else has come out? There is a new album by Undeath. It's called More Insane. It's their 3rd album. If you're into old school death metal, I did one earlier on, but this week is full of fucking metal. Heavy variety as well. Like this is proper heavy death metal, proper crusty, but full of like awesome leads as well. It's great. They've always got like sort of hardcore element to them as well, like the beat downs and shit like that. I really, really love Undeath, and Brandish the Blade from this album is an unbelievable single. like full of Iron Maiden lead guitar parts and stuff like that, and it's really down tuned. Yeah, more Insane by Undeaf. That is an awesome album. That sounds. I need to give it more listens. Really, that's why I've given it just a little bit of a, you know, just a bit of a taste of a review there. Really. But yeah, there's also I've got a bit more on these ones though. So there are two new albums that have been longly awaited. Like, you know, biggish name bands within the metal, death metal culture type thing, I guess. And one of them is Heriot, and their album, which is what's it called, Devoured by the Mouth of Hell, which it's finally come out. Heriot have been getting quite a lot of hype about them, and rightly so as well, because I really like this band. Like, they're very, very grindy, heavy as fuck metal band. I believe they're from Birmingham, if I'm right in thinking that. Yeah, they're from Birmingham, and I've seen them a few times on like festival bills, opening the fourth stage at Download, and also opening the metal stage at Slam Dunk. Both times I've been crushingly heavy live and just really, really tight and awesome. Like Debbie is just an absolute. She's got a hell of a harsh vocal, like really, really horrible and like, you know, like very screechy. She sounds like a little demon, and but like she's also a really great clean singer with a guy who plays bass as well, who just does like the lowest fucking like Cookie Monster vocal. It's great. But yeah, I loved like the last sort of mini album that came out a couple of years ago, which was on Church Road Records, and we've all been waiting for the past couple of years the new album from Heriot, the debut. When is it? And it's here now, Devoured by the Mouth of Hell. This is a really good album. This is really, really great. I really like it, and you know, this is kind of what I expected from them for their debut album after hearing like the last few like releases like from their EPs and such. It's good to have something full to devour. Devoured by Mouth of Hell, you know. Anyways, this album is very thick and dense and disgustingly heavy, but pretty damn creative as well. Like it does it's quite varied considering how like heavy and like grindy it is. Like, you know, Foul Void, Harm Sequence, just like heavy as fuck, thrashy grindcore music. Like the guitars are very sort of thick textured, and there's a lot going on with Debbie's vocals. Loads of like you know, whammy bar worship. Opaline has got a very good sort of Deftones vibe to it, and like a lot of like really reverby, like clean guitars, very sort of Deftones and very you know, doomy. Really, really love that track. Siege Lord, it's just got like this really sort of like scream along chorus to it, like the Sage Lord. I can't do it, obviously, but like it's a real sort of like, it's one of those choruses that are like a one-liners, but like they carry a lot, or but like it's really carried well. You know what I mean? Like just basically screaming the name Siege Lord, and it's just fucking, it sounds great, and there's some real cool like 4/4 stomp crunch to this song as well. Like the grooves are really, really good. Like they know the way around groove, like this band Heriot. Like, even though they can do like loads of fast blast beaty like grindcore shit, they know their way around a groove like Pantera do. And you know, they got songs like Lashed, which is, you know, it sounds like sort of like really dark dungeony synth sort of like distorted like sequency sort of stuff. Like they know the way around like, you know, electronics as well. Like they're very, very technical in that aspect. At the Fortress Gate is basically like their idea of a hardcore track, but then I just love how it gets really doomy towards the end, like with like like the riffs and like the guitar bends and goes bow dun 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 bow. Like there's a lot of like HM2 worship, like the guitar pedal, Boss HM2. Like there's a lot of that. It is a great album. It is a really, really great album. I'm glad they're here with a debut album finally, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. Funny enough, with Silosis. When is it? Next month. I'm going to go see them with Fit for an Autopsy, Darkest Hour, and Silosis. So that's going to be a good night. One thing that that I do gripe with a little bit with this album is its production. For the most part, the production is good. The drums are a bit of a problem for me. This I know the album was produced by Josh Middleton of Silosis, but it was mixed by, I believe it was mixed by Will Putney. Now I like a lot of Will Putney's work, like what he's done with like Straight from the Path and Incendiary and Every Time I Die, like loads of those type of bands. But I don't like it when he's playing with bands like this, like Heriot or Conjurer, like one of the heavier bands, like the bands that are meant to sound a bit more like organic, because the mixing on the drums is like these drums are compressed to fuck, there's the drums like all sound like they're being hit at the maximum velocity when there's no sort of like spit like air from each drum for it to breathe. It's all like it almost sounds like electronic drums in some cases. But I mean, it does kind of help with the weight of the songs in some way, but it's overbearing at times. Like Will Putney's mixing on the drums just aren't doing it for me really. But apart from that, the album's really good. I highly recommend it. Devoured by the Mouth of Hell by Heriot. Right, I've got one more album to talk about with y'all, and this album I have had it on repeat ever since it came out last week, and that is, of course, the new album by Blood Incantation called Absolute Elsewhere. Now, this one, I won't blame you if you don't like this at all. I won't blame you at all, right? Because this is some real cosmic death metal, progressive death metal shit. And this album is 43 minutes long, and it features 2 songs in total, right? Both songs are just over the 20-minute mark, right? If you go on if you listen to this album on like Apple Music or Spotify or whatever, you'll see that both of these songs are separated into 3 sections or tablets, as how it's listed here on Apple Music. So you got the Stargate and you've got the Message, and Stargate has tablet 1, tablet 2, and tablet 3, and the message is the same: tablet 1, tablet 2, tablet 3. All 3 different sections of each song, and they're all in. And they all like blend into one another. And I really like Blood Incantation. I really, really liked their last album, Hidden Secrets of the I forgot what that album's called. There was an album that came up before, 4-track album. So they've gone from 4-track to 2. Hidden History of the Human Race, their previous album. They had an album before, which is I think they just like to take a piss of like song lengths and titles and all that. This was a 4-track album that came out 5 years ago that I really, really liked. Hidden History of the Human Race. Like there was like a 5-minute song, a 7-minute song, a 5-minute song, and then an 18-minute song. And that song is called "Awakening from the Dream of Existence to the Multi-Dimensional Nature of Our Reality." In brackets, Mirror of the Soul. Like just a real piss take of like of naming tracks like that, super long length, and having brackets at the end. But here we are, Absolute Elsewhere by Blood Incantation. Now this album, this has a lot to do with like Pink Floyd, Rush, Jethro Tull, all these early prog rock influences, like that are really, really influential over time, like, especially Pink Floyd, and have been put into this gnarly progressive death metal thing to make this cosmic, spacious, really forward thinking, and incredible piece of work. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing, this album. Like, yes, it's death metal. It's filled with blast beats. It's filled with naughty guitar lines. It's full of Cookie Monster vocals. But as a whole body of work, when it introduces like Moogs and synthesizers and flute instrumentation, orchestration, all that sort of stuff, and blues guitars and everything, and like the clean vocals, the lot, really makes a masterpiece. This is unbelievable. This is an unbelievable piece of work, this album. Like, I haven't stopped listening to it. It's 43 minutes long and it's 2 tracks, and it goes by in a heartbeat for me. Like, the Stargate, like, it starts off as like as a typical sort of like let's go with tablet 1, shall we say. Tablet 1 starts off with these sort of death metal progressive arpeggios from the guitar, full of blast beats, and like halfway through the first tablet, it goes into like this really sort of cosmic sounding, harmonized synth, like distorted synth line, like someone from like a bit like Tom Sawyer from Rush, if you can imagine that. It's got that sort of synth sound, and eventually when it goes into tablet 2, featuring Tangerine Dream, who is an artist that I'm not familiar with, I'll be honest. But it does feature them. Tangerine Dream, the Stargate tablet 2, Tangerine Dream. Sorry if this is getting difficult to keep up with here, because this is quite a lot. This is Imagine on the Run by Pink Floyd from Dark Side of the Moon. It's there's a lot of like throbbing synthesizers that are going on. It's as if you're floating in space, and there's like some sort of radio transmissions going on over the top of this sort of like really nice soft sound and like Moog spacey synthesizing goodness that's going on here. The top, and then before ending with like some acoustic guitar that leads up into the third tablet of this song, and the third tablet starts getting back into the death metal side of things, but like introduces like tribal drumming and like and it opens up the intensity to the vocals, where like the Stargate is about to open. The all life is meaningless and all life is just like temporary and everything. It's almost as if like a portal is about to open and just suck your fucking life away. Basically, it's got that sort of like sound to it, and like by the end of the track, it's just got these tapping guitar melodies that are getting reverbed, and the reverb keeps going and on, till eventually it sounds like the track as a whole starts to reverse, like and it almost sounds like it's been sucked into like a black hole type thing. It's very weird to sort of describe, but it sounds amazing. The Stargate is incredible, and that's 20 minutes up. And then on to the next track, which is 22 minutes. The Message, which is again split into 3 tablets. Like the first tablet for me, just sounds amazing. Loads of blast beats going on over like these clean guitars, like clean, like individual notes being picked like that are very like full of delay, and like just over like these blast beats, and the blast beats are really, really varying as well. Like some of them are like the sort of staggered ones where like some of them are just like the and like it's just all like the drumming on this is incredible, absolutely incredible. But yeah, there's it's like a sort of like a cool. It's a cool way to ease you into like this second track after everything else went on with the previous one. And Tablet 2 goes like fully Dave Gilmour at times, like with the like back into like synth territory, but like the vocals sound very Dave Gilmour. Like it is very, very Shine on You Crazy Diamond era, like Pink Floyd. And Tablet 3 has just got like an amazing sort of like dual lead sort of ending to it. Like it just sounds very, very mighty. It sounds incredible. I think this album might be album of the year for me. I'm saying it now. I did not expect an album which is 2 tracks, both over 20 minutes long, to be my album of the year. This looks like it might be it, because it is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. I need to see this band live. I need to see this band live playing this album in its entirety. It's amazing. And I love the cover art as well. The cover art is incredible. Like, 2 of these pyramids up in space. And, like, it just looks hellish. Looks incredible. Yeah, Blood Incantation. The album Absolute Elsewhere is the name of the album. For me, an album of the year contender. It's a lot of... and look, on your first listen, you're probably not going to vibe with it. And I understand that. Absolutely. So go into this, pinch of salt, try and get yourself into like the cosmic zone, lights down, headphones on, that sort of thing. And just give it a go. Just give it a go. That's all I'll say. Just give it a go. Blood Incantation. Sick band. Love this album. This album's amazing. Oh, god damn, that's it. That is it. I feel like I've spent most of my time talking about that album. But like, I can't stress enough how amazing it is. Yeah, listen to the new Blood Incantation album if you can. Much appreciated. Anyways, that's been me. I've been Master Dad. Thank you for listening to the MastoCast, episode 61. Anyways, yeah, thank you very much for listening. Couple of things. The cover I did of Failure is smash hit Stuck on You is available on my SoundCloud if you want to listen to that. The SoundCloud link is in the description of this podcast. I was going to do a video of it, but I couldn't bring myself to do it because I was just cringing at my vocals too much. But that's up on there now if you want to listen to it. Twitch. Follow me on Twitch, please. I'm 1 follower away from 300. Come on, follow me on Twitch. I don't know when I'm going to be live again because this weekend is going to be busy. I'm going to be at London to see the GOAT. That is Dave Gilmour at the Royal Albert Hall. So you'll expect a chat of that next week. But yeah, expect chat about the new Dave Gilmour gig. New gig? The Dave Gilmour gig. Expect chat from that, review from that. New albums from Touche Amore and who else released the album? Chat Pile. Yeah, expect that next week if you fancy it. And yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Bye. See you later. Much love. Thanks very much for listening. I will see you next week. See you later. Bye.